Hello, hello. Our Wagwan. It's Kenya Rahmaan, author and founder of the Child Support Hustle. I hope everyone is doing well on this beautiful Tuesday evening. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. And it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I'm going to jump right in. And as the caption says, these caseworkers, and they've been doing it, they think people are stupid. Um, and before, it was just, they hid everything that they put out. They hid it, and, the World Wide Web wasn't what it is today. So all this information was hidden, and they only had access to it. But now we all have access to it, and they still think people are stupid. So they put out this news article today, and it said the title was Child Support Division Returns Licenses to Complying Parents. And they want us to believe that parents paid the child support that was due, and they did not notify the child support agency that they paid their child support, and then therefore contacted the agencies to get their licenses back. So they just found out, the agency just found out, and now they're contacting the parents to say, here's your license from 2013. From 2013. So the DCSS, and this is in Delaware, Division Director Theodore Mermigos, Mermigos, said through the extraordinary, this is a quote, the extraordinary efforts by his staff to review 1,352 active child support cases dating back to 2013, DCSS was able to reinstate 86% of the licenses, 1,167, to the paying non-custodial parents. Extraordinary efforts by his staff to review. What have they been doing for damn near 9 years? Two, when a parent pays off a debt, or if you're not a parent and they suspend your license and you pay the fine, do you not call them and say, I paid, can you give me my license back so I can get to work? And child support will suspend your work license, your license to practice your profession, your barber's license, your doctor, your license to be a doctor, all your work license, your fishing license, everything, your recreation license. You're not on the phone the moment that you pay that shit. And they want us to believe that through their due diligence, their extraordinary efforts, that they found these 1,300 plus parents and called them because they didn't call them and tell them, oh, by the way, we got your license. Come pick it up. The article goes on to say parents whose licenses were reinstated will need to pay any fees associated with having their licenses reinstated at the licensing agency. Not only did they had to pay the fees for the suspension, which, by the way, this article says that they have to be at least $3,500 in debt. But their website, which the statutes say it's $1,000. They're saying $3,500. So there's a discrepancy. So no wonder their shit is backed up for 9 years, almost 9 years. But because there's no accountability, this kind of thing happens. Don't forget, if you're here, thanks for being here. Let me get some likes, please. So This is extraordinary to me. And not only do they have such a backlog, and apparently nobody is reviewing this shit. And we know the parents are calling in, because who would not call in and say, release my license? I have to get to work. I have to get my kids to school. I have to have my shit. They want us to believe that parents didn't call them. And then they want more money on top of the money that they already collected. Now, and then they lie and say this is in the best interest of the children. So they say the Division of Child Support Services license suspension program is one of the most active enforcement tools at DCSS, the director says. They recently met with a small group of parents whose licenses were suspended years ago, and they are now in compliance with their child support obligation. How were they in compliance? How are they now in compliance when they are admitting that they were in compliance damn near 9 years ago? It's the double talk. It's the double talk, because they know this shit is illegal. They know that their license were suspended years ago, and they are now in compliance with their child support obligation, but they had not contacted DCSS to seek return of their licenses. We at DCSS are happy to be able to return the licenses to these parents. What? If you watch this now or later, please comment and let me know how many of you guys will wait 11 years. Is that right? No, 9 years, 1 year to call child support and tell them, give me my fucking license back. Because they probably shouldn't have took it in the first place. The rules are unconstitutional. They don't benefit any children. They don't do anything but overstep their boundaries. And then they want us to believe that these parents that they sat down with finally were in compliance. But they just said again, they didn't contact DCSS to get their license back. It just doesn't make any sense. They go on to say they're unable to return suspended licenses if an outstanding warrant is issued through the family court. So what? I don't understand why we are where we are with this system. We have people in office that we either keep reelecting, that have been there forever, as long as this system has been in place, the one that we have now since 1996, and they've been there, and we have not voted them out. They haven't done anything but make this system worse or act like they don't know what's going on. And I saw a video on YouTube. I'm gonna post it later. I have to clean it up and do some edits to it. And it was a Democratic candidate or something. I only watched it just once, but it was a bill down in Texas, and it was a shared parenting bill, and it didn't pass. And everybody's worried about the child support. So you have to look at these shared parenting bills and see what's in there about child support, because the politicians are always going to run back to child support. That's their cushion. That's their protective layer. We don't want to vote for shared parenting because it's going to affect child support, but really it should be fuck child support. Child support is a secondary component when it comes to shared parenting. That shouldn't even enter into the equation. But that's what they shield themselves with, that because they know that if they vote in anything that has to do with shared parenting, and taking that child support away from the custodial parent, that's usually the mother, they're going to piss off those voters, those female voters. They told me that when I was lobbying my bill to re-abolish debtor prisons down in Texas. I know what they told me. I know what I heard. I know how that system operates. They don't want to piss off the female constituency. So they are allowed and can lie, and they think we're stupid. So the same people that double talk in Delaware, they'll double talk in Texas, they'll double talk in Cali, they'll do that everywhere because they can. So we have to vote them out. We have to stop, in my opinion, this is just me talking. We have to stop, we have to stop looking at just the one issue or, the partisan part of it that they keep grabbing us in on. Oh, it's this issue and that's it. If family court, child support, shared parenting is what your number one issue is because you can't see your child or you're paying so much child support that you can't fucking eat, then that should be it. That should be it. And if the people on the ticket, no matter if they have a D behind their name or an R, if they're not looking at your number one issue, then you need to vote their asses out. The other shit is secondary. That should be on the back burner. If you can't see your child because of family court, because of shit like this, they're lying, not giving your license back for whatever reason, then the other shit doesn't matter. This stuff has been happening, the lies, the propaganda, the deadbeat propaganda that's been going on and on. You cannot call a parent a deadbeat if you don't let them see the child and you're taking their child support. And these politicians continue to let the shit happen. It's not as bad as it was when I started, but it's not good. It's not fixed. So I say that because when I see shit like this, like who lets a child support agency or any bill, anybody keep whatever that you have to pay to get back after you pay that bill? Who lets them keep it and doesn't call right away for 9 years? It's ridiculous. They think we're fucking stupid. We have to vote the people out that are not going to fix this shit. And I agree. I have a few people I talked to. I met some people along the way, and they say, because I've done, people I've worked with, we've organized protests, petitions, everything. No, we have to vote the people that make these guidelines and support this type of lying and this type of propaganda. We got to let them go. They got to go. They come up every few years and they want your vote. We can't give it to them. That's my video for today. I thank y'all so much for supporting me and taking the time to watch my videos and rocking with me. Some of y'all been supporting me for a long time, and I appreciate you. And I'm going to go to the comments before I get up off of here. If y'all are in Florida, I'm still in Jamaica. I might not be able to leave for a minute. There's a hurricane out here. I think Hurricane Ian. Y'all are in my prayers. I know we had a lot of rain, the floods, the streets were flooded and all that kind of stuff, some roads. So if y'all are in Florida, I know it's coming you guys' way. Be safe. And let me see what the comments say. They put a hold on your license and you never even had one. What? That's crazy. And I'm sure if you paid whatever, I'm sure you would have called them right away, like, give me my shit back. Hey, Kenya, been following you. Oh, thank you, Warren. 2 copies. Bought 2 copies. Thank you. Thank you, Warren. And yeah, if it doesn't affect people directly, then they really don't care. But it will start when it comes to doctor bills, which, People in some states, some counties are going to jail for owing doctor bills, overdue doctor bills. I talked about this. This was a couple years ago, and I used to put posts up, but I guess they start, they'll stop talking about shit when people start paying attention. It'll go quiet because they know people start turning out. But one man got arrested for owing a student loan debt back down in Houston. So when it starts affecting them, people will start, raising hell. But when it comes to child support, because they put that prejudice and that stigma out, like if you don't pay child support, it's because you don't take care of your kids. And we know, a lot of us know that that's bullshit. But as hard as we go to clear the air and to educate people onto what the system is and what it's not, there's just as many people that's coming right behind us saying no, that we're wrong, and deadbeats don't take care of their kids. They're just going, it's just a back and forth because they want that money. Just like with the parental alienation, there's just as many people are saying that it's child abuse, and the negative effects that has on the children. There's just as many people coming behind and arguing that anybody that says that parental alienation is child abuse, especially fathers, just don't want to pay child support. They just want to get out of paying child support. So that is so damaging because for every positive or everything that we say trying to educate, there's going to be the negative that's coming right behind to mess it up. So that's the back and forth, and we know that's money. Like, I'm over here, and I say me, but there's a lot of organizations. Like, everything that when I was advocating, every book I sold, every donation I made went into the movement. Well, that was nothing. It wasn't a bunch of money. I didn't get rich off of, or any, let me just say, I just used it to go and have town halls or to travel. That's where the money went. Now you counter that with the government. They have money on top of money. I mean, they have money to do this. So it's like an ant and a giant, you know. Over 18 should be left alone. Yes. And those arrears, especially the arrears owed to the state, they need to erase that. And now the big fight is student loan debt. Should they erase some of it? Should they not? And if they are going to erase that, I have nothing against erasing some student loan debt. But for real, that's a contract. I was a student at once upon a time, and I signed student loans. I signed the contract. That was me agreeing to pay it back. When child support debt, especially TANF for welfare cases, I don't know one father, I'll say that non-custodial parent, that that other parent was on welfare and they signed up to pay back welfare. Not one. You don't sign a contract for that. What's up, E? You don't sign up for that. That's not a contract. And welfare is not a loan. It's two different things. And they try to make it into one because they are liars. That's the bottom line. Just like Delaware, liars. There's no way that these parents in Delaware did not call them and say, give me my license back. None. There's no way. Let me see, I have my license suspended 3 times. That's ridiculous. And all 3 times, Warren, I bet as soon as you paid it, you called them immediately and said, give me my shit back. I guarantee it. I don't even know you, but I know you called them when you paid it and said, give me my shit back. Just like when my car got towed, I had my stuff, y'all. I was getting harassed. But when I paid the towing people, when I paid all my stuff, as soon as I paid it, I said, give me my shit back. Who doesn't? You have to be, and that's another thing, Willie. Whenever they do any action against you, you have to be properly notified. If you're not properly notified, that's a violation of your right to due process. They can't do anything against you without you being notified. It's just, but they keep, the system is illegal, so really nothing that they do is legal. It's like nothing. They just need to throw the whole shit away. I'm sorry. It's just nothing. I can't even say nothing about it. Like, oh, well, that's, they should be able to do this and they should, nothing, nothing. And they can't admit it. And I said this before in another one of my videos. They can't admit to any wrongdoing because parents could come back and sue them, I believe, and they'll bankrupt the United States. That's what I believe. No, Willie. The passport, when they revoke your passport, I think that's might be 2,500. It's definitely not $500. Don't hold me to that, but I'm pretty sure it's not. 1099 what debts, Jason? I know you did, Warren. Shit. I know you did. Everybody did. And these people in Delaware talking about they 2000, I mean 2013, and they didn't contact them when they paid their child support. They think we stupid. We're not stupid. Y'all are thieves, crooks, and liars. And they sit and send their kids to school with these same people's kids. They shop next to at the grocery store with these people. They do everything functioning around people and sit up there and do this shit to them. They should be ashamed. I think they 1099. Those debts. I don't know what they do, but they crooks. So I am going to get ready. I was getting ready to pack to get home, but it looks like I'm gonna be in Jamaica for a few more days because of this hurricane. So I gotta rearrange my stuff. Oh, so that's somebody telling me I was trying to check this hotel out. So I gotta rearrange my little flight. Thank you, Erica, for telling me to check the airlines and stuff and see if I could stay because the Airbnb I'm in, they're booked up. So I gotta see where I'm staying. Anybody know the Airbnb in Jamaica that I can stay for like 4 more days on the low? Let me see. I only owe 9,000 in arrears and the rest of the interest in the state. And Nebraska won't let me. They need to. Is it owed to the state or the to the other parent? Is it Ms. Washington? I don't want to butcher your name, but is it owed to the state? I did not. I saw your email and I did not read it. I am so sorry. And I said I was going to read it last time you was on here. I'm gonna read it when I get off of here. I promise. I'm gonna read it so I can see exactly, and I'm gonna email you back. Let me write your name down real quick so I can. Okay, so if y'all want to get my book, it's full of information that will probably help you. If not anything else, it'll help you understand the child support system from the beginning to the end. It'll also show you how I got my case closed. They say you can't do it, erase arrears. Yes, you can. If you have a welfare case, like my case was. If you don't, then it's just a matter of the custodial parent going in and saying they want the case closed. But if you want to order my book, you can order it on my website, thechildsupporthustle.com. if for nothing else but to go check it out, because I kind of did some different stuff on it. No web designer, but I'm trying a little bit. If you don't mind going on there and just click in, let me know what you think. That'd be great. There's a lot of articles on there if that might be able to help your situation. As you know, I don't help on individual cases anymore, but I've written so much stuff. I've got a lot of videos out here. If you just type in what your issue is on Google, sure, there's probably an article or a video that's going to come up, because I probably talked about whatever your issue is. I probably already talked about it, discussed it. You can show your support for individual journalism. I'm writing my new book. I have Cash App, Venmo. You can do, I think, Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal all on my website. And let me see. You can go on my Facebook page. I have a large supporter following support group, all that over there. There's a big network. So, and a lot of information there too. And I think that's it. Let me see. And don't forget to subscribe and share. And we'll be in touch. I want to still bring out the information. I'm busy with the writing my book, so I still want to bring the information to you guys. And if there's nothing else, I will see you guys next time. Y'all be safe and fight the power.